I really think it's sad, and it's always upset me at the end of the day that we have to resort to crime to really experience these things at all. It really does. Why are there fucking translator notes in this shit? I guess they're not ready yet, but shit. That makes... This is obviously going to be uploaded with the VPN because fuck being held to account. But yeah, I mean, so my frustration is that, like, I have to do this. I have to go this far. You know, if I want to experience something like this, you know, and to experience the hidden gem that it was, and everything, in order to experience that hidden gem, I have to go and commit a crime, because, you know, they have no intention of bringing the game over at all and translate it. And this kind of thing about gaming has always frustrated me. There's a reason why I'm resorting to this, and going this far to experience it and everything. It's to, you know, I grabbed myself a copy of the English translation patch for it and everything, and, you know, I'm actually honestly impressed, really, at the end of the day, that this is even possible, that, you know, people have reverse engineered things enough to actually start translating it and everything as a fan translation, to say the least. But of course, you know, there are notes in it basically saying to wait for a real them to finish rather than just, you know, grab these beta versions of it. But oh god, you know, I heard word that they were pretty far along, you know, with translating it, and they're really far along on the last entry in the series and everything. And yeah, I spent big money on the other two copies because I really love Working Designs. I've always loved them and their games and their and everything. And, you know, but Atlas is now really the custodian here that owns the intellectual property, especially since Working Designs is no longer around to sue anybody for copyright infringement. Those days are long gone, man. They can't do that anymore. Okay. Interesting. She's got a much more interesting room than yours, man. Yours is all utilitarian. Beginning to wonder if they're actually related. The first thought that goes through your head every time you see anime characters. Oh no. Here we go, finally. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. God damn. No. I'll just stick with calling you Hugh. She talks in Japanese still. That just as a note on this, you know, the translation to the translators, her thought bubble there is still in Japanese, so that might be an issue as you go forward, you know. Yeah, I mean, they have no intention of bringing it over, you know? Last and first are just, like, completely untranslated except through, you know, unofficial methods, and so, you know, this is a service problem. Atlas won't bring it over, so here we go. This is actually literally proving Steam right here. So, in this case, an example and everything where they say that it's always a service problem. Well, not really. Some of us are financially motivated, but, you know, in this case, I literally just bought the games. I would love to be able to buy an official translation of this one. I can't, so they won't sell it to me for any amount of money, you know? Isn't that a little bit of a simplistic moral, you know, like, does the world not have gray? Oh shit. Well, that's interesting. I had to see. Where am I supposed to go? To the market? Jesus. Come back once you're done. Jesus Christ. I'm completely playing blind at this point, but I'm gonna have to change that at some point. Wow. That is an interesting looking gate. Yeah, see, look at the Japanese thought bubble. I do not know anything at this point. Don't take other people's things. Well, I did. Oh god. Ugh. But I'm very new and shit. What? What? Yeah. Anyways.